What's up, everybody? Today we're checking out Meat District, a new line of premium hamburgers based on gourmet recipes and high-quality blends and cuts of beef. Their goal is to bring exceptional, high-quality flavors of hamburger to the people who love to shop and make their own food. And that's people like me and you. You don't have to eat at a restaurant to get a killer burger. And you also don't need to be a chef in order to make a burger that tastes like a chef made it. The burger meats that you're going to find here come seasoned, with a suggestion on the package of how to build them into a sandwich that's going to bring out the maximum flavor that's in the meat. So they kind of resemble the stuff you'd eat at a restaurant. The cuts of meat that you'll find here are blends of Angus, brisket, short rib, tri-tip, and chuck, all really high quality cuts of beef. This isn't generic, cheap, no-name ground beef slop. But maybe you don't like burgers. Maybe you like wings. Meat District has you covered. They're rolling out several flavors of gourmet party wings, all made from hormone-free and antibiotic-free chicken. The gourmet recipes of the wings were crafted by executive chefs, and they are perfect for normal meals, birthday parties, or the big game. The idea is just to give the shopper more choice. There's many ways that you can enjoy the Great American Burger or chicken wing, and Meat District wants to take the guesswork out of putting together a high-quality flavor. And at the same time, they want to be able to appeal to different people's taste buds. So they have some burgers that taste like barbecue and some burgers that just taste like a classic hamburger. Well, it's time for lunch, and I think about 4 pounds of chicken wings should do it. It's just under 2,000 calories. Here are 4 flavors available from the Meat District. They're pretty cool. So here we go. With no fanfare, no BS, no stalling. It's lunchtime. Had a good workout in this morning, and we're going to start with some chicken wings. One of my favorite things to eat. That is sweet and sassy. Just a touch spicy. Do you prefer drums or flats? Messing myself here. Let's move over to the zesty ranch. Ranch is actually really one of my favorite flavors when it comes to like dipping things. It's a lot of rosemary on the outside, but I don't necessarily, well, I guess it is ranch. Just used to it as like a dip or a salad dressing. Meat District products are sold at grocery stores across the United States, and they're also available online. They ship them right to your door in a refrigerated pack. These wings are actually really flavorful. Let's try lemon herb. Seems like a really, really classic flavor. The herb is rosemary. Lemon comes through pretty well. It's good flavor. Let's try the beer brine. It's the last flavor. It's cooked in some sort of, I think, rosemary again. Very sweet and tender, actually. That one might taste the meatiest of the whole bunch. Let's go back to the sweet and sassy. Sweet and sassy might be my favorite. It's a really small flat. You know, when you master eating flats quickly, it's actually really enjoyable. While I enjoy chicken wings, I don't eat them very often. Kind of like a guilty pleasure. That's the last of the lemon herb. Let's go back to the beer brine. And I have all flats there. Saving my favorite, sweet and sassy, for last. Now, my favorite, last one, sweet and sassy. Well, that one went down easy. And now the final wing, sweet and sassy. That's all for lunch. Really delicious flavor variety of wings. A little bit of spice. Beer brine was probably my least favorite. Sweet and sassy was the one I loved most. Just a nice mix of sweetness with a little bit of heat. My lips are still tingling. With no further fanfare, no BS, and no stalling, we have dinner here from the Meat District box. So I'm gonna try. Gonna start things off with the OG. This is the basic burger. Tastes like food that you'd find in any restaurant. This one has pickles, Thousand Island dressing, lettuce, tomato, and American cheese. The beef is made up of short rib, chuck, and brisket, so it's very high quality beef. Yeah, I forgot the basics. That's why it's important to have help. And even though I make videos about food and just lots of eating, I'm not trained as a chef, I'm not a cook. I have never taken a single culinary arts class. But despite that, I was still able to cook and assemble these burgers. Let's move over to something that has a very specific flavor palette here. We're moving on to the steakhouse. Steakhouse has onions, horseradish sauce, or in my case I have the mango habanero ranch, peppercorn, garlic rub on the meat. So this is very much like a barbecue type burger sandwich. Oh yeah. The biggest flavor comes from the meat itself on this one. Of course, even though they're suggesting ways to build the burger, you don't have to do that, right? You might find that they're a little too dry for your taste. A lot of it's going to depend on the buns you use. The peppercorns are coming through. Like, I'm getting a little bit of a heat effect. Most of all, it's just damn tasty. Another burger that's a little closer to home in terms of being a little more standard, traditional, basic burger. This is called the All-American. It's got Angus beef, Angus chuck, and there is American cheese. I'm sorry. Yes, there's American cheese drizzled marbled into the patty. It's advertised as the patriotic burger. This has all the fixins: lettuce, tomato, and potato chips, which I found to be the nice crunchy touch. I've only eaten a few burgers with potato chips, and it's a really good topping. And all the burgers here have 2 patties. They're both quarter pound meat, so these are all half-pound burgers. So when all said and done here, I will have consumed 2 pounds of ground beef and various toppings. Until recently, I wasn't really fond of Thousand Island, but it's growing on me. I almost feel like Thousand Island is the new ketchup. The combination of Thousand Island with tomato and lettuce and the moistness of the beef actually makes this a very easy burger to eat, easy to eat burger. The last one, the steakhouse, was dry in sections because there really wasn't a lot going on. I'm getting a little of the potato chip crunch, but I needed more potato chips. I can't really taste them, but I can feel them. Starting to get the meat sweats here. And last but certainly not least is this beautiful monstrosity of a burger. It defies logic. I'm not sure it's a burger. This actually might be a sandwich. It's on Texas toast. And the meat is Angus steak with a barbecue rub. And within the confines of this sandwich, you have barbecue sauce, onions, and jack cheese. Half pound of meat, of course. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to eat. The Texas toast that I got is buttery garlic on both sides. It works with the taste, but it's not very, portable. My hands are getting soggy now. I'm just gonna try to bite in. Wow, that's like a flavor explosion. Flavor everywhere. Obviously, this is the one time where looking at your accessories is important. Probably should not have got a Texas toast that had butter on the outside. But be that as it were, it's actually really good. The flavors, the butter on the bread, the slight spice from the meat, and the barbecue sauce go really well together. Second half as good as the first. Picking a favorite here is tough. Each of these 4 flavors brought something special to the table, but I think I'm just a sucker for the classics. The OG was incredible. Had all the classic tastes that I love on a burger. Had cheese, had Thousand Island. I mean, they're all good. I'd eat them all again, but that would be my go-to. Even though I'm eating my food rather casually here, it still took me longer to make all this stuff and plate it than it did to actually eat it. Yeah, I got my 0 sugar because I'm on a diet, obviously. But that was delicious, real delicious food. And I had no idea about Meat District and their offerings of food, but I am definitely convinced that it is a very great way to get good tasting food. It's very well seasoned. I mean, honestly, one problem I have with when I make food is I don't season it too well, or I go too heavy, or I try weird combinations. But this is like Goldilocks. It's just right. Awesome, excellent food, and I don't think I need to eat another bite. But whether it's dinner, lunch, a party, Super Bowl, birthday, Meat District has got you covered. It's really good stuff. This is a very different kind of video, obviously, from what I usually make. I hope you enjoyed it, and give me a thumbs up if you did. If you have any particular reactions, thoughts, go ahead and drop those into the comment section below. I'm always curious about new ways to make video, to try new things. And yeah, I will see all of you in the next video. So until we eat again, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak. If you want more information, head over to eatmeatdistrict.com or check out their Instagram @meatdistrict.